All right, so here's what we got going on with our Lion motorcycle seat. So here's the seat we're doing. We're gonna cover the bottom, and then this is the top. I got it all tooled. Cam's got it all dyed. Right now it's just kind of in a stage of forming, but that's about what it's gonna look like. Oh, I didn't know you were still filming. What's up, everybody? Byron and Candace here with bdiamond Leather. So in this week's video, we are doing a bunch of different things. We're working on a motorcycle seat.
Yes, which is amazing, and you'll recognize who it's for.
Like you said. And I did all the tooling on it, and I'm starting to stitch it, and
I'm doing all the dyeing on it.
And so then we take some other adventures, which is going to be pretty rad. But here's the thing. It is the raddest day of the week.
Oh, it's Monday.
Monday. Monday. The day that we upload our videos. Well, I'm Byron.
I'm Candace.
Let's get into something rad. So we're coming to the end of this carving and tooling of this lion. Just wrapping up the ears. Well, at least this last ear anyways. Remember, when beveling, take your time. It's not a rush process. And direction is a huge part of beveling. All right, I think that's it. All right, there we go. Now to hand it over to Candace to have it dyed and painted. When setting a border stamp, you want to pick what your length is in between each stamp. And then when you're stamping it, you got to try to match that each time. And I usually do a double tap. That way it sets it really good. And just follow whatever line you're doing. And then we're gonna start getting into an area where it starts to get thin for the line. So when we get to that area, I'll show you guys what we need to do. Take your time as always. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna, instead of just putting it flat down, we're gonna angle it back a little bit until we make it all the way through that area. And the closer it gets, more you want to angle it back. And then you can start bringing it back down. And actually that one, we could probably just do the whole thing. Well, there you go.
We found this vintage kids jacket, and it inspired us to do a rockabilly punk rock theme. We're not really sure where it's going. Stay tuned to see where this goes, and let us know if you have any fun ideas.
That's going to be pretty rad. So also, let's see, I have already, on this jacket, we did decide that we were going to do painted flames up the sleeve. I don't know if you guys can see those because they're just barely kind of sketched out on there. But this is going to be the start of something pretty rad, huh?
Rad.
And if you have a little guy or gal running around that would want to have this rad jacket, make sure you hit us up. So what you got going on?
I am in the process of finishing a motorcycle seat. You hand tooled it earlier, so now I'm getting my hands on it. It's supposed to match a pouch that he's already on. So I'm on the finishing end of making sure that it gets the right patina, the right depth to bring out the amazing tooling. But I'm just started. So I just use a clean paper towel so I don't transfer any oils. And really, this is just your artistic point of view of what you want to see. I prefer bringing out the depth. And I'm layering my dyes. So I have one shade on, I'm applying darker shades to create contrast.
All right, we have to take a quick trip down to my buddy Steve's shop at Ground Level Performance. We are currently working on a special project that we haven't showed on the channel yet, and we need one of the rims to be able to have a roller put on it, just something quick and simple that we can roll this project around on. But the project's pretty rad. You guys are going to be stoked over it. We will start doing more of our projects. We might even do a what's in your garage with just our projects once the weather starts getting better here in Utah, and we'll go from there. But hopefully you'll be able to meet Steve. Well, hello.
Hello? You're supposed to shred it.
It is shredded. Came that way.
This is a buy it that way.
This is Steve and Sid, friends of mine and also owners of Ground Level Performance. I guess they're not going to say anything. That's all right.
Anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one. If you want to film something low profile.
Well, we came down here for a roller spare tire, and all of a sudden we're leaving now with the artilleries that I needed for the vehicle I'm building that I'm not telling you guys about yet. This is just what happens down here at Ground Level Performance. Things just appear.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So we got the line motorcycle seat going. I got it all hand tooled. Candace has it all dyed up to match the bag that the customer brought in. Here's the starting of the seat. I'll kind of mess with the foam a little bit. We're going to cover the bottom. And now what we have to do is I'm letting this set up to kind of mold on it. And then we will get the sides made, get the bottom made, and then I'll stitch it all up. Should be pretty rad.
Very rad.
And actually, you guys know who this seat's for. And it's actually a bike you guys have seen. So Randle, Throttle, in one of our other videos on What's in Your Garage, he had that blue shovel head that was all patinaed looking paint. This seat's for him. So we're pretty stoked on it.
It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be pretty rad.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to be using this black leather for the bottom and the sides of the seat. But on the bottom of the seat, we have this post that needs to be open, and then that hole right there that needs to be open. So what we got to do is, I've already kind of like pressed it in, but we will get the leather, find a spot that works. And since I already pressed that stupid thing in, I got to find that hole. So we'll just kind of form that around, and then we'll roll it over so we know about where we're going to be. But first thing first, we make a little impression on the leather.
Mark, a little dent.
Yes. And then now what we'll do is we'll take that. We always do punch out things on this thick leather.
Why is that?
It's because of what we do, Candace. That's...
Oh, I thought it was so you don't damage your tool.
Well, that too. I mean, obviously you don't want to smash down on your cutting board because it'll ruin it, and you don't want to smash down on granite because it will ruin it. So that is why. And so just a couple of little wacky-to-dos right there. And now we can actually put that through and then adjust it for the leather. And this will kind of give us, now we're not going to just straight up try to figure out where that hole is right now, even though it's right there. We're just going to make sure that this fits the way it should, that that's in the middle, that it fits all around the sides, and that we probably have about 1 inch that we're going to cut around it. So now what we can do is we can see that that's where the end of it is, and we're just going to cut it long. And that way, oh wow, it's getting squirrely now.
Yeah, it is.
So now the whole thing is covered, and we can now flip it over, do our outline trace, and then we'll leave about an inch gap around it because we're going to be tying in the leather for the sides into that, but we want to leave that extra little bit so that we can trim that up as we go.
It's gonna be rad.
Should be pretty rad. Oh, I didn't know you were still filming. So another thing we got going on today is we're here with Olin. Hello. We're taking his Triumph chopper over our buddy Randle's that actually, in the video that we did, Meet Randle Throttle, he's gonna help us take a look at this rad chopper. What year is it?
71.
71 Triumph with amazing artwork on the tank. All right, we'll give an update once we get closer to Randle's. What's wrong with the Triumph?
Kind of just not wanting to kick over. It's just a normal Triumph chopper things.
It's true. It's true. My Triumph always had issues. Always. Well, once you get them running good, though, and get them tuned in, they're pretty good. But Randle is quite the expert on Triumphs, so we just decided that we were going to do a little journey out to Randle's house and check out what he has to say about it. And Olin, for those that don't know, is my oldest daughter's boyfriend.
Boyfriend, so you're saying?
But you guys been together a while.
Yep, almost 2 years.
Yep, and he hasn't made her legit yet, but that's okay. And then we have the Triumph in the back. Look at that, Triumph's in the rear view mirror. Dang. Okay, we're gonna get this figured out today and hopefully get some answers.
Hopefully, man.
Hopefully.
It's almost that time of the year to get going. So.
It is. You're gonna be bummed out when I'm out on the shovelhead. You're just sitting at home
in the backyard.
So this week's been a crazy week down here at the shop, right?
It has been.
Yeah, it's been fun though. So as you saw, we got to work on that motorcycle seat for Randle Throttle,
yep,
which we'll link the video to that below. We also went down to Ground Level Performance to see our buddy Steve, and actually went there to go get a tire done, but then we left with artillery rims for the project we're standing in front of that we're really not showing you guys yet. What else did we do this week?
Oh, I started a little rockabilly / punk rock jacket. Started painting that. That's gonna be rad.
Yeah, no, that is pretty rad. So also, my daughter's boyfriend Olin and I, we got to go out to Randle once again. Throttle. Seems like this was a second version of Randle's stuff. But we got to go out there and have his Triumph looked at by Randle, which was pretty rad. Randle's a good host and a rad dude.
Yes.
So, thank you once again, everybody. We're so humbled and honored to be able to have you guys watching us every week and tuning in. But with that being said, I'm Byron.
I'm Candace.
Have a rad day, everybody. See you guys later.